How you going? I'm Steve. I'm going to show you a little bit about the Anatol. Number one, there's a little switch button on the top here. That's how to turn it on. That's normal. Just going through its initialization setup. These machines are really good because you can decide whether to print water-based or plastisol. I haven't printed water-based for years, but this is set up to do both. But I'll just run you quickly through what this control unit does, and then we'll print something when it loads up. You'll notice on the top here you've got a green button and a red button, and this one over here. The red one's obviously just to turn it off, but say something, you want to do an emergency stop, bang, everything will shut down real quick. Okay, when you have a look at this, you'll see a little question mark up the top left hand corner. Press that. This is basically the user manual. It runs you through what everything is. Talks about the safety bars, these yellow things over here, I'll show you about those. Page numbers through here. Talks about maintenance, settings to set up. It's really quite good. Once you've had enough of that, you can turn it off. Now, a thing to remember, these are the heads 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. If you press the little spanner here, that's spanner being maintenance. If that's not turned on, this is something I didn't realise, if that's not turned on, the head won't actually print. So that's turned off. You've got to actually press it on so it shows that every head will function to the setting that you want to do. Okay, we're just on number one here. Over here, this is the one I use for basically if I'm doing a white base. So you'll see here, you've got on the print cycle, dwell time, how long the machine stays up, plastisol, you can press that and go water-based. Number of strokes, that's the big thing. You can clear it and print 12 strokes if you want. 10, there you go, maximum 10. Why you'd want 10 strokes, I don't know. If you can't do the job in two, you got an issue. This changes around if you want it to print on that stroke, in towards the machine, or you can swap it around to print rear. I'll show you that in a minute also. Air on just means that the air's onto it. Nothing, all this is good, but nothing will work unless you have the counter set up. So if you've got 0, it just won't print. So you always put in, say, 20, go enter, hit anywhere on the screen, it takes it away. So it says over here you've got 23 left to print. And that way, what you'll start printing, say you'll press the start sequence, that means just these heads will print as you go, but I'll demonstrate that when I turn it on. Right now I've got it set on manual. Auto, you get into trouble on auto. You know, you might get distracted, look at something, next thing the next print takes off and you haven't actually put a shirt on the board. So I always leave it on manual, but that's just a matter of going there. Okay, index up and down, that just means you can bring the machine up to line up. That's a quick run through of that. So again, you just press on the little symbol and it'll tell you how many strokes that head will do. This changes the flood bar, whether it to be a stroke that way and the flood bar to pull it back, pull the ink back. And number 2 here, see how you've got print, quartz or infrared? You'd press infrared and straight away that'll come up with the settings I already have on it. That's 15 seconds. While the infrared, if it goes over 15 seconds, the head automatically pulls back and out of the way, so you don't cook a top, particularly if you're printing polyester or if you're printing like sloppy joes, because they melt real quick, as I'm sure you know. Okay, well, what I'll do, I'll set a job up on the next video. Talk to you soon.